Welcome to another episode of Full Stack Inventory Management System tutorial. In this series, we are building a scalable and a well-structured inventory management system using Node.js, Express, and Postgres SQL. So far, we have covered the setting up a MVC project structure for better code organization. You can see the project structure. It's following the MVC. And we use the Next.js to handle the database migration and seeding. We implemented the Winston for structured logging to track application events and errors. So if you missed those videos, find the playlist link in the top right corner of the video. So today we will learn in this episode adding a logging route, implement authentication by creating a login controller, helper function, middle version model. So you can see here we have the user controller, the helper for the user. We have this user routes. So we will work on those files and the error handling middleware for improved for debugging and the maintainability by handling error efficiently. So if you go to the middleware, we have the error middleware. So we'll work on it. We will integrating the Swagger, document our API endpoints using the Swagger VR for the better API management. And next, testing and debugging. Learn best practices to test and debug the application efficiently. So by the end of this video, we will have the fully functional logging system with proper error handling and the API documentation, making your backend more robust and maintainable. So let's get started. So I will go to the VS Code editor inside the inventory management app project. So here, so first I will write the response helper.js. Here I will add the success response and the error response. So const success response, which will take the response message data. I will put initially null and response data message and also the status code. And I will default it to the 200. And next we'll have this return array status code, and in the JSON I will provide the status success message and the data. And next I will have the error response. So I will create same for the error response. It will take the raise message and the status code will be defaulted to the 500. And here it will return the success status as the error and the message. So benefits of this helper is the reduced repetition. No need to manually write the raise status JSON in every controller, and it will consistent the API response. Every success and error follows the same structure, and also the easier debugging can integrate logging inside this function. So I'll put the logging first. I will import the logger. So const logger equal to require dot slash logger, and next I will log the success response. So logger dot info, and it will log the message. So I will log it like success and the message. Same I will log for the error response. So logger dot error and the message. Next I will write the global error handling middleware. So we have this error middleware.js. So here I will import this error response. So const error response from the helper. So dot slash helper, response helper. And next I will create a function const error handler, which will take the error request response and the next middleware. Next I will take the logger here to log the error message and the error. So logger dot error, and here I will have the error and error message, and also the error. And next I will default the error response. Default. I'll take the variables for the status code and the message. So let status code equal to error dot status code or 500, and next the message error dot message or the internal server error. Next I will handle the specific errors like the validation, database, and the authentication. So handle specific error dot g, validation error, database error, etc. So if the error dot name is the validation error, then I will send the status code 400 and message will be the error dot message. Or we can map it to the different way. So error dot details dot map d dot message and join or the validation error. Next else if the error dot name equal to JSON. So next I will validate the JSON web token error. So the JSON web token error, for the JSON web token error, that will be the 401 unauthorized error. The message will be like this. Next I'll check the token expired error, and for this I'll have the 401 and the token expired. Next I am using the Postgres. So if the error dot code equal to 23505, then there will be the status code 400. It is for the duplicate entry. So that's it. And next I will return the error response, uh, status code and the message. And next I will export this module to module.exports error handler. So the benefits of this error handler: centralized error handling, ensuring the all errors follow a structured format, and it contains the details login, so logs all error for the easier debugging, and it handles the common errors, covers the validation, authentication, and the database errors, and it prevents crashes like the stops unhandled errors from breaking the application. Next, I will go to the model and I will write the model provides the database operation for the user table. So model user model.js, and here I will import the DB from the connection table. So from the connection file, so const DB. So I will require it from the dot slash database slash connection. Import the connection object. Next, I will create a user object that contains method for interacting with the database. So const user equal to, here I will put the method to get user by email. So find by email, and I will take the email, and it will return the db users where email dot first. So it will be const, and next I will export this user. Next I will add the login controller using JWT and the bcrypt. So I'll go to the controller directory, and here we have the user controller. Here I need the library bcrypt crypto JSON web token. So I'll first install them. So cd dot dot, I'll go to the project root directory, and here I will install the bcrypt.js. So bcrypt.js, and next I will install the crypto, and next the JSON web token. So basically the bcrypt.js hashes and verifies the password securely. The crypto generates the SHA-256 hashes, and the JSON web tokens will create the JSON tokens for the authentication. So it's added, and next I'll import them. Const bcrypt and next the JSON web token, and also the crypto. And next thing I will add the users from the user model, and here I also need the logger. I don't need the logger, but I need the success response and the error response. So const success response and error response from the utils. Oh, not utils, from the helper. So I will get it from the helper and the response. So I have in the helper response helper. Next I will write the login controller. So const login async request and the response. I will take the request and the response, and next I will put the logger. Logger.info, like the login request received. And next I'll put those in the try catch. In the try catch, I will get the email and the password from the request body, and I will call the user dot find by email. So user dot find. Let me check what we have in the user. So we have models, user model, users dot model, and we have this find by email. So find by email, and I will pass the email here. And next, if user not found, I will return the error response 404, the user not found, and I will also log it. And next I will check for the password match. For this I will write a helper function. The password verification helper function, I will take the function is same password, and I will take the password and the hash, the password, actual password, hash, and also the email. And here I will create the hash. Actually, I use the one-way function to create those hash, so I have to create the hash again and I have to compare. So const email hash crypto.create hash sh256 update email digest hex and password hash will be same. And next I will email hash, the password hash, I will join them. So there will be the email hash and the password hash, I will join them. And next I will compare it. So I will return bcrypt.compare sync to be hashed and the hash. And here I will check if the password and the user password email is the same. If it's not same, I will throw the error, this the invalid password and the 401. So I'll do this two basic checking first. Next, I will generate the JWT token. So const token jwt.sign id user id, and I will also put the role. So if I check the database, we have this id and we have also the role, so that I will also send in the token, so that we can get whenever the token will be decoded, we'll get this role. So user dot role, and here I will take the secret from the environment variable jwt secret, and I will have the expiry such from the jwt expiration, or I can default it to the 1 day. And next in the .env I have to put this jwt secret. So I'll put jwt hyphen secret equal to secret. And next for the .env to be implemented, I have to take the .env in the app.js. So I will import the .env here. Const .env require .env and next .env config. So we have the token. Now we have to return this token as a success response. So we'll send it to the success response. So if I check the success response, so the success response, we have the response data message and the status code. So we are sending the response. Data is the token. The message will be like the login successful. Next thing, we have to export this login function. So module.export login. Next, I will add the authentication route for the same. So I will go to the routes directory and the user.routes.js. Here I will get the express, and next I will get the login. So const login register we don't have right now, so just the login, and it will have the controller users.controller. It's fine now. And next I have the instance of the express router, and I will have the router post login, and I will export it. Next, I will go to the index.js, and here I will export the auth route. So here const express require express const user routes, and next I will have the const router express router.use. So I'll put here auth user routes, and I will export the router. And next thing, I have to register in the entry file app.js. In the app.js, I will have this routes. So const routes /routes or /src routes index. Let me check. /src index. It's fine now. Next, we have this express URL encoded statics. All we have. And next, we have to register the routes. So registering the routes app.use routes, and I will tag it to the version 1. And as we have this global error handler, so I will use here for this global error handler, and I will remove rest of them. So global error handler app.use error handler. So I need to export it from the error handler middleware. So const error handler src middleware error handler. Let me check in the src middleware error.middleware error.middleware. Yeah, it should be fine now. So we added the routes. Next thing we have to do, we have to test the routes, and we have to start the server and check it's built successfully. Before that, I want to test the API by the Swagger. So I will add the Swagger API here, so that from the Swagger UI I can test the login route. So I already create a video on the detailed documentation how to add the Swagger specification in the Node.js project. So you can check the link of this video in the top right corner. Here I will just show on the high level. So to add the Swagger in our project, I need the library like the Swagger UI Express, and next the YML.js. So I will install them. So the library added. Next I will import those library here. So first I will import the Swagger UI, const Swagger UI, and next the Swagger YML.js. So const YAML from the YML.js, and next the specification I have to load. For this I have this api.yml. So in today's session I am not going to details how to write this. You can check the video where I explain how to write it. So I just add the login route specification here, and next I will import it here. So const swagger document yml.load, and here this will be my api.yaml. And next thing, we have to register this API so that we can browse it from the browser. So for the Swagger, it will be the api.use api.doc swagger UI.serve, and the Swagger UI setup, the Swagger document. So we are done. Next I will run the server. You can see debugger is attached, and here the connection is failed, database disconnected, the database inventory does not exist. So let's go into the database directory and the next file. So let's make some changes here, like I'll want to do it this way. Instead of using the connection string, here my DB will be inventory management, and the username will be Postgres. Password will be the my secret password, and I will remove this. And next you can see the connection is established. And next I will remove the all the breakpoints, and I will put the new one. And before that I want to check this API docs. So I will land to the browser, localhost 3000/API docs, and if I click enter, you will see we have this register and the login. So I will use this login for now, and here you can see we have this example body and how it will look like. So here for the successful response we will get like this, and for the failure we will get like this. So we can try it out from here. So we'll try it out. Before that, let me put some breakpoint so that we can track it out. So inside login I will put the breakpoint here, and here find by email I'll put the breakpoint. And next is same password. I'll put the breakpoint here, and the success and the error response, I'll put breakpoint. And next I will try it out. So let's try out. We don't have this email and the password present in our database. So if you see, we have this admin email or gmail.com, purchase, supplier, sales manager, customer. So if I try this out, let's execute. So here we have these breakpoints. So login request received. So if I go step by step, it's login request received, and here we got this email and the password you can see. And next it will find by email in the database, and it return the results. So if you see the user is undefined, so it probably go to this block and the login user not found, and here it's printed the user not found, and also it will log the error response is not a function. So we have to export it. Let's try again, execute, and here we have this. We did get the user not found, the error response, it goes to the error response, and it print the error, and the message is like the 404. We have the login error. We have this invalid status code. So if you see the error response, we have the first response message and then the status code here. response, and the status code will be the variant. It's fine now. Here also the response should go last. Now we should be good. We have this, the user not found, and if I check here, so here we have this error, the user not found. And now if I put the valid uh, email like the supplier gmail.com, but if I provide the wrong password, then let's see what will happen. So we have this login request and we have the email and the password, and we have this user. Let's check. So you can see we have the user supplier at gmail.com, and we have the password role. It's the supplier. So it will go to the next and it will check the password. So it will be same or not. And here it's not same. That's why it goes to this block, the error. And next it will go the error invalid password. And if I go to the browser, I'll get the status error and the invalid password. Next, if I correct this password, I should get the token. So let's see. Here I have this email success response is not a function. Let's see the success response. And here I need to use that success response. Let's try once again. Here you can see we get the token, data token, and the message login successful. And now if I go here, I'll get the login successful. And here I should get the token. Here status success, login successful, and the token, I received the token. And if I decode the token on the jwt.io, I will get the role and the ID. So let me show you. So let me put the token, and here you can see the ID role, and here we have the expiration. So now if I put more than that here, then the JWT sign, I can put like the email. I will get the email also, like the user dot email. If I put this, let's remove all the breakpoint and just execute, and it give me this token And if I decode it now, so I'll get also the email here. So ID3, email, role, and the expiration. So that is it for this video. I hope you find this tutorial helpful in understanding how to add authentication, implement error handling, and document API with Swagger in Node.js. These are essential skills for building a scalable, well-documented, and maintainable backend system. So the key takeaways from this video is implementing a login route with controller, helper, middlewares, and the model, setting up error handling middleware for better debugging and the stability, integrating Swagger for API documentation to improve usability, testing, and debugging. So then in the next video, we'll dive deeper into the role-based authentication, JWT token management, and securing the API endpoints to make our inventory management system more robust. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video to support the channel. Drop a comment with your thoughts or any questions. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.